Hi there, it's Carrie. And we are here for our annual catalog launch party. First up, we're going to do the catalog stroll. I'll give Facebook just a minute to let you know that we are live. Let me get things adjusted here. I hope y'all are having a good day. We had fun at the launch party in person this morning. And now we're going to have some fun virtually. So if you are here live, please say hello. Thanks for hopping in. Go ahead and grab your catalog if you would like to just kind of walk through the catalog with me. You may want to grab some sticky notes in case I point out something that interests you. You may want to grab a pen or something like that, however you like to mark your catalog. Maybe even a beverage, because we're going to be here for a few minutes, probably a little more than an hour. We're going to do the catalog stroll, and then we're also going to do Meet the Suite, where I will point out a couple of suites and we'll dig a little deeper into the products that come in those suites. And I have a few more samples to share with you for those suites. So if you're here with me, I hope you'll say hello. I'm not seeing any comments coming through just yet. There's Donna. Thank you, Donna. Glad you're with us. Hope you've had a good, restful day. We've had a busy day, and we still have more fun to come this evening for those that are joining us for the after party. We always have a great time doing that. So thanks, Donna, for letting me know. Comments are working. Now, while we're strolling through the catalog, I'm not going to be able to see comments, but feel free to leave any questions that you may have. Let me know if you think positioning is good. We're going to be able to see. We'll open this up in just a minute. But thanks for being here. And I know some will need to watch the replay, and that works just fine too. Alrighty, well, let's get started. Don't want to keep you waiting, so thanks so much for joining for the 2023-2024 annual catalog launch party virtually. We're going to start with this catalog stroll, and basically what that means is we are just going to go through the catalog, and we're going to not stop at every single page, but we're going to stop throughout and take a little bit closer look at things. I have some notes, I have some pages marked. You may be able to see that on my catalog. So first up, the gorgeous cover. So very nice, bright and fun. And then we just jump right in to our photos of the Gardner family. Now, Stampin' Up! Is celebrating 35 years this year. So I always love to see the family and how the kids have grown and everything. Shelly Gardner and her sister founded Stampin' Up! 35 years ago now. I believe it was in Shelly's living room. And her sister is not involved in Stampin' Up! Anymore, but her daughter Sarah is our CEO now. So then we've got our table of contents and just some kind of housekeeping type things, you know, at the beginning of the catalog, just to kind of let you know how things are laid out, what some of the icons mean and that type thing. And then as we get here, oh, this part is so super exciting to me. I just love seeing all the colors. We did have a huge color refresh with this catalog. So not only did we get 5 new in colors, we also got 4 new colors added to our color families, and then 7 colors made a comeback. So we've had them in the past, either as in colors or in the color families, and now we get to enjoy them again. So that is just awesome. And we're actually making a project in our Make and Takes that focuses on all of the colors. So you're going to get a chance to make a cute little bookmark and resource that you'll be able to have just a tiny bit of all the colors to reference with what you already have in your collection. While we're here, let's go ahead. I've grabbed some cardstock out so that I could introduce you to the new in colors in case you have not seen them yet. And I will do my best to get the names right. I may have to check. So this is Wild Wheat. And then we have Boho Blue, Moody Mauve, Copper Clay, and then last but not least is Pebbled Path. So these are just beautiful, beautiful colors. I have enjoyed using all of these so far. You know, just getting started with them, but we have these colors for the next couple of years. And then we also got the 4 new colors. Now, I didn't pull a piece of cardstock of all of the ones that are returning, but I did pull the new colors. So Azure Afternoon, this is quickly becoming a favorite. And then we have Pecan Pie, or that's how I pronounce it. I hear all kinds of pronunciations of pecan. I have not used this color just yet, but I like it. It's a beautiful brown. Bubble Bath, which I have really had a lot of fun using, and it's a great kind of purplish pink. And then Lemon Lolly, which is a very bright yellow, so much fun, really, really a pretty color. So those are the new colors that we have to really kind of perk up our crafting. I think it's important that Stampin' Up! Does that from time to time, and it really does extend the life of products that you have invested in, because it gives you a chance to revitalize those products. And I love that. I love that we can pull out the old and mix it with the new and get even more value from what we have invested in. All right, then we'll turn on up here. Guess another little bit more housekeeping stuff, and then we get to kits and paper pumpkin. So our kits in the kit collection, they are available online. So just to let you know that briefly, probably most of you do know that, and that way they're not in any of the publications. That keeps it up to date, and when you go and look, you see exactly what is available. Now, some of those may sell out and be restocked. Some may sell out and not be restocked. It just kind of depends. So if it says not available, then that means it's coming back. If it's just gone, then that means that the life of that product is over. So if you see a kit that you love, it really is best to go ahead and get it as soon as you can. Kits are awesome. They are all inclusive, so everything you need is in the box. You may need to add a paper snips or take your pick tool, but all the supplies to create the projects are in the box, which is awesome. So it makes it portable, makes it great for grandkids, crafting on the go if you want to craft while you're on vacation and that type thing. Then our other kit is Paper Pumpkin, which is a subscription box, and it comes to your mailbox each month. Now with Paper Pumpkin, you may get a little hint about the name of it, a little bit of information about how many projects it makes, or if it's a treat holder or a card kit, but you don't really get to see what all is in the kit until you receive it. So if you love surprises, Paper Pumpkin's for you, but if you want to plan ahead and know what you're getting, then the kits are really perfect. All right, and then we're going to go ahead and turn. We're all the way up to page 14 already. Let me grab my notes, because this is where they're going to come into play. And let me also grab a pen. I thought I had one. So we're going to start here because this is the very first suite in this catalog. So you probably also know we have a suite collection, kind of gotta have it all, or easy button. If you love everything in this bright and beautiful suite, which is the stamp set, the dies, and the designer series paper, then you are able to put in one item code and get all of those items without putting those individual. You still get the bundled price for the stamps and dies. So that makes that super good, and it just helps you get what you like easily. Now I have noticed, and we talked about this a little bit this morning, that Stampin' Up! Has kind of cut back a little bit on what is in the suite, so that means the price point is down a little bit from where it has been in the past, which that's not a bad thing. And you can always add embellishments that you already have or something that coordinates well with it. You know, we have a lot of ribbons and embellishments that you can choose from, so that works well. We'll just turn to the next page. And I wanted to point out that we do have bundles. So sometimes we have suites where the products all work together. It has a designer series paper, sometimes an embellishment or ribbon. But then we also have bundles, which are a stamp and die or stamp and punch. And so you save 10% when you purchase those. So if you see that it's bundled, then you will know that you're going to have a savings there. And it also says that it's 10%. Now you'll also notice a little N in front of the new products in this catalog, things that you haven't seen before that are new to this catalog. Oh, and I've got ahead of myself a little bit. I wanted to show you the Bright and Beautiful Designer Series paper just very quickly. I got my swatch books in and thought I would share with you just a few of the Designer Series papers so you can get a feel for how they are. This is a really fun paper. We are actually using this suite for the after party tonight for those of you that registered for that. We're going to make some really fun projects. But it's bright and fun. Great for birthdays for kids of any age. Very cute. Cute, cute paper. Okay, here is a project or two made with this bundle. This circle bundle. And there is also a punch that coordinates with this as well. So, you know, we kind of did away with punches there for a while, but they are back. So isn't this fun to have that sentiment in a circle like that? And that's how that set is designed. This is a swap card I received, and this one as well. So super cute. Look, this one goes this way. No, this way. So super cute little cupcake. And I love having a circle punch again. Just gonna check something right quick. Yeah, I think we're pretty good. Okay. All right, let's keep on going here. And we'll turn the page one more time. So we are up to page 18. And like I said, we're not going to stop at every page, but there are certain things that I like to point out to you. Our catalogs are a huge offering, and so it's nice, I think, sometimes to see a little bit different view of what we have, and it helps other things kind of pop out to you. This, I just wanted to mention, is a great sentiment set. So, you know, a lot of times we have a lot of stamps, especially if we have been stamping for a long time, but it's nice sometimes to really look at those sentiment stamp sets and kind of perk up the stamps that we already own in our collection. So when you're looking for a sentiment stamp set, it's nice to find something that's all occasion, that has lots of different phrases and sentiments that you can use on your card. So this is a really nice one, and I'll point out another one that's new. This one carried over, but I'll point out another one that's new here in just a little bit. Okay, we're going to hop up a little bit to page 41. And this is the other sentiment set that I wanted to talk to you about. This is a new set, and this is an interesting die that coordinates with it. A lot of times you will see where we kind of roughly cut around the words once we have stamped a sentiment. You know, some people love that look, some people not so much, but these dies actually do that for you. So it's a very large stamp set and die set, and it does come bundled, but I thought this was a really neat sentiment set to have in our collection. Got my little tabs here, so hopefully I can stay on track. I don't want to keep you here all day, but I do love sharing these new products with you. Okay, let's go to page 46 and 47. This is the the Zoo Crew suite of products. And again, all these items coordinate well together. And what's nice about being able to use the collection code and getting everything is, you know, once that product arrives, you're able to craft right away because you've got everything that goes together. Now, this is actually going to be one of the suites that we do in Meet the Suite. So once we're done with our catalog stroll, we'll kind of circle back and we'll look at Zoo Crew and Fresh as a Daisy. So we'll travel on for right now. Okay, we're moving up to page 52. So I'll let you get caught up with me and let me kind of catch up here on my notes. So this one is super cute. This one is called Little Monkey, and it is an adorable stamp set. I do have some samples with these products, so I wanted to share those with you right quick. So again, this is an example of a bundle, but it is a punch and stamp bundle. So you've got this cute little monkey that you are able to create with your monkey builder punch. Sorry, Dale just got back home and Oliver is greeting him. Here's another one. It is just darling. Love the colors on that too. These little monkeys look a little bit mischievous to me. So if you have little kids that you love to create projects for, this would be super cute. This would be a great, like if you took a trip to a zoo, great for scrapbooking as well. Thought this one was darling. I love the way they did that kind of canopy of trees across there. This is also a swap card, so really, really cute. Little monkey. And I lost my pen. There it is. Y'all let me know what you think of that one. That one just, I was drawn to that just out of the cuteness. I really don't have any little monkeys to be making cards for, but I thought it was cute. Okay, we're moving up to page 60. And then this stamp set really stood out to me. It's really cute as well. Everyday Thanks. So I totally went through this catalog 5 or 6 times before I ever saw a card that was created with this stamp set. And that I was like, where is this stamp set? I've got to find it. It's really, really cute. Gives you lots of options for creating with that too. Definitely thought of teachers with that stamp set. All right, let's just flip over to page 62. Now, also, you want to be commenting and letting me know what you think of product. Send up those hearts also. That's what's going to enter you for a chance to win the door prizes that I have for you today. And it just so happens that Everyday Thanks is one of the door prizes. So you're going to be seeing a couple of videos, this one as well as a pre-recorded make and take video, and then I will pop in and say goodbye as the party wraps up. So anywhere that you leave a comment will enter you for a chance to win these 3 prizes. This is a stamp set that's a host reward set, really pretty. And then this is a ribbon combo pack. And it actually coordinates with the Zoo Crew. So you've got the pink and green ribbon combo pack. These are kind of skinny little ribbons, and I love it because it gives you lots of options with your creating. If you're doing the make and take with me, you will get a little sampling of that lemon lime twist ribbon. So those are our 3 prizes. Be sure to leave some comments, okay? All right, now we'll go to page 62. So we have Oliver embarking. Excuse me. I thought I went too far, didn't I? We have Oliver barking. We've got the train. We've got it all. That's just how these live videos go, isn't it? Okay, now we're where I want to be. This was a big hit this morning with the girls that came to the in-person launch party. This is called the Countryside Inn Suite. Now, I found the stamps and dies very interesting. And I found it interesting that there are no sentiments in this suite. I went ahead and got these. I haven't played with them a lot, but the paper is just phenomenal, y'all. And then we also have a beautiful embossing folder. And again, if you're doing the make and takes, you've got a project with this suite of products, and you'll get to see some cardstock that's embossed with this. Really pretty. Let me pull in some samples to share with you from this suite. First, we'll take a look at the gorgeous Designer Series paper. And you've got lots of blues, boho blue, night of navy, balmy blue, really pretty. And just paired with the white, it is stunning. So a very pretty paper pack. A lot of people like that this morning. Make sure if it has any other. Oh, Misty Moonlight is also part of this paper. And I do have several samples. Let me pull those out. I tried to get as organized as possible, but thanks for your patience with me. So we looked at this card yesterday. My friend Cheryl was over helping us set up for the in-person launch party, and Dale, as we were taking cards out of envelopes that we received in swaps, this one stood out to us. Really pretty and just so simple, but what a great way to really show off your papers. That embossing that's embossed. You may not be able to tell that on the inside here, this panel. So you've got an area that's stamped and you can write on. But just really pretty way to show off some Designer Series paper. Such a beautiful card. That paper is just gorgeous, y'all. Here's one that I created for the swap that I participate in. And again, just a way to share a couple of the patterns of the Designer Series paper. Just so pretty. This is a pretty one. And it's a unique card fold as far as you've got your 5.5 by 4 1/4 base, and then this almost like little, you know, mini card here on the front. This is one that we did in Stamp Camp a couple months ago, and this was one of my swaps that I sent in. But it has like a little hinge here. I can't remember exactly what we called this, double layer card or something like that. There's so many different names for card folds, aren't there? Here's a really pretty card with that paper. I think I have a couple more. Again, another that's got a nice fold that you're able to really show off the papers. Love that. And I think this is the last one. Very sweet and simple, but again, showing off a couple of the papers. Pretty sentiments. So this is also a really nice card. This paper is just so lovely. And we talk a lot about how it's hard in the catalog to really see the beauty of the papers. It really, really is. Okay, let's see here. We'll go ahead and move on. Now this one, I want to call it Earthen Beauty, but it's called Earthen Elegance. I don't have anything from this suite just yet. We did paper share and cardstock share yesterday. Got it all prepped. So we got a chance to see this gorgeous paper, and I also have the swatch book, so thought I would share that with you right quick. Very, very pretty paper. Lots of gorgeous colors together. And really some that would work very well for masculine cards, some patterns. So this could be a really nice kind of neutral paper to have in your collection. But again, that's all I have on this suite so far. And this catalog will run for a year, so lots of time to get what we want, right? Now the Let's Go Fishing, I did use it for my Facebook Live. You back? Mm-hmm. Dale is back. He went and ran an errand for me, so I appreciate that. I used it on Facebook Live on Wednesday this week, and so you may have seen the streamer, oh Dale, what is it called? Streamer fly that I created here with this suite. Simple card. Love this designer series paper that just looks like the ripples in the water. But it has some really cool components to it as well. And I've just really started working with this really intricate die set. I love that you almost have the, well, you do have like the tackle box that you could just fill up with lures, and it's really cool. Great, great sentiments for Father's Day. Great for masculine birthday. So really like this. And then it's also got the twisted rope embossing folder in this suite. Haven't used this just yet, but I'm excited to. I went ahead and pulled out, we had this out for this morning, so I thought I would just share with you the 12 by 12 paper. I like using the swatch books online, but I also know it's nice sometimes to see a little bit more of the pattern. So very pretty. Again, masculine paper that I think we're going to get a lot of use out of. I love this. Little fishies. And let's flip it over here and you can see the B side. Very versatile. I just love the colors. Definitely a paper girl. I love it when we get new paper. Isn't that fun? So this is a really nice one. I know a lot of people enjoy fishing, so I think that's going to be super popular. All right, we're going to keep on going here. And we're just going to turn one page. Let me get myself caught up on my notes. You know, sometimes we just need something that is super, super fun. And on page 80 here, we have a stamp set called Supremely Awesome, and it is focused on pizza. I think we are just going to have to use this in a class or an event. It's super fun. That may be great for an in-person bingo, and have a pizza party. So we will be using that. I like to go through the catalog, and there's always something that really jumps out at me that I just love, that I want to get for myself, even if we're not going to use it in a class. And this is the stamp set this time. Definitely, Taco Fiesta was the one in the mini catalog, and then this Supremely Awesome. I just love this stamp set. Super, super cute. It makes me happy. Let's travel forward a little ways. We're going to go to page 86. Now this is an interesting paper, and especially for those of us that live in Texas with NASA, this stargazing. Again, don't have any of the components of this suite. I just have the paper swatch book, but this is really cool. This would be great if you have kids when they're back in school to have science projects, that type thing, reports that are due. How cool is this? Or if you just have someone that loves stargazing. Really pretty paper and an interesting set. I really like this. Okay, then we're going to move up to page 94. Let you get caught up here. And again, I pulled some product out to have on display this morning. And I love that this is a stamp punch bundle. And of course, you've got the Sweet Collection again, that easy button, really pretty. I love having the punches. We will probably be using this in a class as well. And I had the 6x6 paper. I think Cheryl pulled this out for us yesterday, so I thought I'll just show this. And you are gonna just love the colors of this paper. It's gorgeous. When she started pulling this out yesterday, we were both oohing and awing because it is beautiful. You just can't help but smile, right? Because it's just so bright and fun. So pretty. So Inked Botanicals. I'm sure there is an awesome story of how this paper was created. And I really haven't heard a lot of the behind the scenes on this annual catalog yet, like from the artists, from Stampin' Up and that type thing. That may have been more than 12, I'm not sure. Anyway, let's flip it over right quick and take a look at the B side. Lots of options with this as well. Really cute. Excuse me. Nope, we got 12. So you can see how fun the B side is as well. And this comes in a 6x6 paper stack. I think I told you that. Okay, put that back in the basket. Get that out of the way. All right, let's move on ahead. And we're at page 110. And this is where we're going to see the Fresh as a Daisy Suite. And again, we'll revisit that in just a moment. We'll move on to Meet the Suite. Kind of combined the videos this time for that. And then I did want to point out, this is page 118, these background stamps. I think they're very easily overlooked. So if you like stamping your backgrounds, check that out. I marked this page just because it makes me happy. Seeing all the ribbon, all the colors. What a cool, cool image. That was a great idea for the catalog. And then we're going to start getting into, this is where you can find our color families. And you can find products such as the Stampin' blends, our alcohol markers, the ink pads, the re-inkers. And I always recommend when you buy an ink pad to go ahead and get the re-inker. It just extends the life of your ink pad, because as long as you have that little bottle of re-inker, you're able to keep that ink pad nice and juicy and ready to go for stamping. Also cardstock. So this is where you can find our color families, and they have been refreshed. So things kind of moved around a little bit. So if you do store your cardstock and all in the families, the color families, then you may need to do some rearranging. We've got some specialty paper before we get into the designer series paper. Just wanted to point out there is a section with just the designer series paper. And so you can see those. You know, I wish that it maybe was a little bit bigger, because to me, I'm a paper girl, love that paper, but they do the best they can to take nice photos to share with us. And then we've got some other, you know, tools and that type thing. We move over into embellishments and ribbon. Thought that was a really cool picture too. I'm just crazy like that. I just love stuff like that. Ribbon and embellishments, they're just so pretty. You've got your punch stamp bundles, and then punches, they're active now. And then we move over into the die stamp bundles. And don't forget that we do have extra samples here throughout the catalog. There are so many samples to enjoy and you know, inspire you. Great ideas, but you've also got these extra samples back here. So if you're ever kind of stumped on what you want to do I think it's a great idea to look through the catalog, kind of see a layout, and even if you don't have those products, just use the layout as a jumping off point. And then we'll turn back here. Oh, I think I went a little bit too far. Yes, we've got embossing folders. And just wanted to remind you too that it's always an option to join Stampin' Up, to join our team and become a super inspired stamper. We would love to have you be part of our team. And for $99, you get to pick $125 worth of product and you get free shipping. You just pay tax, so it's a little over $100. And you're able to choose. I love that you have that option. So let me know if you have any questions. If you would love to get a discount, if you'd love to be part of our team in the Stampin' Up family, we would welcome you with open arms. Okay, I just moved that out of the way, and I guess, well, I've got another catalog too. My sweet friend Joanne went over to Mahia today, or well, I say today. She went over to Mahia and she got this catalog bound and brought it to me. So wasn't that sweet of her? So now I've got the one that's bound. I had the other one already marked. So let's turn back to page 46 and let's look at Zoo Crew and really get into a little bit more of the product here. Take me just a second. And I did show you this as one of the prizes, is the ribbon combo pack, but this one is mine that's open, so I'll be able to show you more. Let me go ahead and take the dies out of their little envelope. I think this was a big hit this morning as well. Because it's just lots of fun. I always love when we have designer series papers that have a black and white, even if it's just one side. So this one is great because you've got the little critters, but even if you are not drawn to that, you've got the black and white paper, which is just so much fun. So the Zoo Crew, and you're able to use that black and white with a pop of color. This is a nice, fun, bright paper pack with so many different little animals, and very colorful too. So you have got basic black, crumb cake, lemon lime twist, which is a returning color, petal pink, pool party, and pumpkin pie. So that's fun that we're able to use pumpkin pie and it's not the fall. That's when I generally use pumpkin pie, cardstock, and ink. So here's that ribbon combo pack that I told you about. And it does have some texture to both of these ribbons. Boy, I'm making a mess, aren't I? Has some texture to them, but you can kind of see too, they're very thin ribbons, especially the lemon lime twist. And I like that sometimes just to make a tiny little bow. Get that out of the way now. And then also the dies. So you have the stamp set and dies that coordinate. These dies, some of them do line up with the designer series paper, which always makes it so nice. And I know those that are not fans of fussy cutting love it when Stampin' Up! Does this. So some super cute little images if you like to color with our Stampin' blends, water painters, markers, however you like to color in those line images. You can even do a watercolor wash and just stamp those little guys over it. That would be fun. So a great stamp die bundle. And now let me find the cards, because I have several to share with you. This is a super cute one. This was part of the swap. And here, just a little bit of that designer series paper. I always like seeing projects that use just a small strip of DSP so that it extends, you know, what you have. You can make lots more projects that way. Here is one that is just adorable. I love that this little alligator or crocodile, I'm not sure which one he is, it cuts out all of those little spiny things down his back. Isn't that cute? Just darling. And again, not covering the full card with the designer series paper. I think that's a brilliant idea. Thought that was really cute. I'm gonna save that one for last because it's really doing the most. Here is one that we created on Facebook Live with the little fox. So here it's a pretty busy background, so we use that technique of putting some vellum, just the circle, that 2 3/8 inch circle punch. Excuse me. Just use that with a piece of vellum to kind of help draw your eye to the little critter and mute that background a little bit while it still shows through. So I've had a couple people mention that they were glad that I've used the vellum lately because it's something that they forget to do, and I do that too. So it's nice sometimes to, see the vellum or having an embossing folder. We've talked about that as well. Using embossing folders, we just forget to do it. This was the card that I sent in for a swap in that card swap with other demonstrators. So this is a fold that we did on Facebook Live not terribly long ago, where you just cut 3 inches off the card base, and you can really orient it either way. But I love this guy that is singing karaoke. I think he's my favorite out of all of the critters. So cute. So just a real simple card, but really featuring the designer series paper. And then this one, another little fun fold. I love this right here. I know that is just a small element of this card, but that is just so super cute. Such an easy card too. Just a regular card, card design, and then that's folded back, and then you've got this little piece. Just such attention to detail. I think that's so much fun. And you've got a little bit of color on these guys, but you could always go in and add some more color with your markers or Stampin' blends. I thought this one was just a really darling little card. And then last but not least, this again is a swap. But I am missing one. Nope, this is it. And this one is really cute. It's on that 5.5 by 4 1/4 base. But you've got lots of layers, and then it opens like this. Isn't that cute? And you can just see how much fun this paper is. The colors are awesome. Just a really, really cute little fold. So this is Blueberry Bushel and Lemon Lime Twist. And I have really been using that together, and also Berry Burst and Lemon Lime Twist. Now, those colors were out, I think, all at the same time before, and they are just so much fun. They're bright and bold, so that is just darling. That would be perfect, even really for an invitation to a birthday party. So cute. Okay, so that is the Zoo Crew on page 46 of our annual catalog. Y'all let me know if you love it as much as I do. It's really, really fun. And I'm going to try to find my daisies again quickly, and we will take a look at those here in just a second. Let me clear these out. Now from here, what I'll do about 3 o'clock is I will post that pre-recorded make and take video. So just get some basic supplies ready, and then that make and take packet that we sent to you. And again, I've got lots of samples of the daisy. Let me take out the dies right quick. Yep, half of them are going to stay in. We haven't gotten around to putting them on the magnetic sheets yet, but let me see if I can get them a little more organized right quick. You've got to large die that has the 3 daisies, and then you've got a couple sizes that coordinate together. Just a great set of dies that coordinate with the stamp set. So we had a daisy, a large daisy and a medium daisy punch, and those have retired. So I was a little bit surprised to see a daisy set again so soon, but this really is different than what we had before. And I've really enjoyed using it. We've done some bingo projects with this. I've done a Facebook Live with it, so really fun. These are the embellishments that are part of that suite. Adhesive back, I think they're adhesive back dots. Adhesive backed solid dots. So they're pretty. Haven't used these just yet. I've enjoyed using the in color dots with this suite. Sorry, my voice is getting raspy. And then this is the Fresh as a Daisy Designer Series paper. And it has a lot of the in colors, or maybe all of the in colors. We'll look in just a second. Definitely has Moody Mauve and Wild Wheat. Yes, I think it has all of them. Boho Blue. Look at this one. This is a gorgeous sheet of paper. So isn't that pretty? Copper clay. Let's take a look at some projects. I have a bunch on the daisies. Now this is a neat fold that I really, really liked. Hadn't seen this one in a while, where it opens this way and then also like this. So another opportunity to just put a small piece of Designer Series paper. But look how awesome the matting behind that makes that paper look. It just really makes everything stand out. So I thought that was just a really smart idea. So regular 11-inch piece of cardstock, and then that little end scored like that. And I like the way the sentiment overlays that too. Sometimes those little details like that, but that matting, it really makes a difference. Here's one that's just very simple, but it really lets the Designer Series paper do all the work. Really pretty. Here's another one that, again, this is not a fancy card, but utilizing that Designer Series paper. The colors are just so gorgeous. A little bit of linen thread for some texture. And then I like what she did on the inside of this card too. So just decorated that. It also kind of scales down where you need to write. So that's always fun when you don't have a lot that you want to write to, kind of dual purpose there. Ran that linen thread all the way around too. And it gives a little textural element on the inside. I like that. Okay, this one, y'all, this one is awesome. It's like an easel. So it's going to stand up. And that's a really fun card. I'm not sure what that is called. Trying to turn it at different angles where you can see it, but really, really cool. So I was excited to get that one. We may have to recreate something like that soon. Here's one that's just got a lot of stamping and very, very pretty. I love the element here where you've got that darker border, and it really, really draws your attention to the focal image. That's a great technique, isn't it? Here is one. It's just really pretty with the white flowers. I know I've told you on Facebook Live, daisies are my favorite. So I'm loving this paper. Just little strips of paper, very, very pretty. Sweet sentiment and a little embellishment. It's all it takes sometimes, right? I'm telling you, I got lots of daisy cards to share with you. This one is really cute as well. I like that one a lot. That one she used, I think, that big die that has all 3 of the daisies. Yeah. It's cute. Here's one that's a little bit different with the stamping of the daisies with the center. Love that color combo. It's very pretty. Here's another one. Isn't it funny how they're just also very different using that same paper? Wild Wheat was probably my least favorite new in color, but I'm really growing to love this. I thought that was a very pretty card. This one has a belly band. I think it does, yes. No. Yes, it does. It's struggling, though, to get it off, so that's what it looks like. A little bit tight. Let me try going the other way. There we go. That's more success. So that's a neat fold as well. Very pretty. Oh, that's a cute idea, isn't it? Have that paper on the inside. Very cute. The little belly band. And then just one more. And this one features the paper that has the Moody Mauve, one of the other in colors. So again, just a beautiful project. And this is very simple. But again, you've got the matting of the cardstock. It really draws those colors from the Designer Series paper. Very pretty. Okay, well, I hope you have enjoyed strolling through the catalog and meeting a couple of the suites. I really like the Zoo Crew and Fresh as a Daisy. But if you have a favorite that jumps out at you, I hope you'll let me know. I always love to see what people are drawn to. Give me just a couple minutes. Right about 3 o'clock, I will post the make and take video. And then, like I said, about 4 o'clock, we'll pop back in and just say goodbye and another couple reminders. And if I see any questions, I'll try to answer those as well. Thank you.